Hi, so I just did a really recent video showing how to make an alcohol stove out of a little empty 20-gram Vaseline tin. I made with this one with a bit of coiled stove rope in there. This was 10mm diameter stove rope, just a piece coiled round in there. It cost me less than £2 for 3 meters off of Amazon. Bit of meths in there, obviously need a pot stand or whatever, but yeah, super simple, super cheap. So I'd made a couple of those. But then I wanted to do an experiment to see if a different kind of wicking material would have any effect on kind of burn times and efficiency. So I bought some of this fire retardant carbon felt, great big sheet of this. What is it, 70 centimeters by 30 centimeters by 5 mils thick, and was nearly £8 off Amazon. But I just wanted to do this experiment, so I'm going to cut a couple of circles of that out, get it in there, and we'll compare, see if it has any effect on burn time or anything. Because this is such a small tin, it doesn't burn for that long. It's okay for perhaps doing a little brew or warming up a bit of water for some noodles or something, but I just wanted to see if using some of this felt would have any effect or not. So let's have a look. So this material is black, so I'm just going to draw around it with like an outliner pen. It's 5mm thick, so I'm going to need 2 lengths of that. I'll just cut these within the circle on the inside of that line. Nice and snug in there. Let's do the other bit. That is in there now. Let's get some methylated spirits poured on there and poured on there, and then we'll just time it. That's pretty much full to the top. Kind of pretty much full to the top as well. 20-gram tins, so in theory would hold 20 mils of meths, but with the padding material in there, it's going to be less than 15 mils in there. We've got a really windy day again here, so I'm just going to set them down on the floor. And there's still a breeze coming through. We're just in my garage at the minute. Yeah, it's a really blustery day. So I'm mostly out of the wind there. Obviously there's usually going to be some breeze, but this is really blustery today. Obviously there's no cook pots or stands or anything on these, but yeah, let's just light them up and time them. They're both alight. So we're just going to leave those burning and see what's what.
2 minutes and 50 seconds, and they're both still going fine.
Sort of 8.5 minutes, and it looks like they're losing a little bit of their power now. We may be coming to the end shortly. Jesus Christ, it's really windy today out there. How couldn't I have done this test outside? Alcohol stoves are no good in the wind, are they? Yeah, I think we're going to be getting to the end fairly soon. Just over 10 minutes, still going, both of them. Stove rope one is nearly out. The stove rope stove is on its final little sputters. Yeah, we're going to call that a day at about 12.5 minutes for the stove rope stove. And the carbon felt stove is still going. I mean, it's still barely alight. Is that a useful flame remaining there? I don't know about that. So not a great deal of difference between them. I mean, that one has undeniably burnt for longer, and it's still going. There's still some heat there, there's still a flame. It's still hanging in there. 14 minutes. Crikey, give it up, bro. Okay, 14 minutes and 38 seconds, we'll call it, and it's out. So yeah, the one with the carbon felt did burn longer. 2 pieces in there. This was 10mm diameter stove rope. This is 2 pieces of 5mm width. carbon felt. I'm going to just see if I can squeeze another piece in there and then run that test again on its own and see if that makes it better or worse or just the same. What did I say it was at? 1430. God, I don't remember what it went out at now. Let's call it 1430. Oh, they're already cool enough to pick up, which is a nice feature. And again, I like the idea of these because if you knock this over, you're not spilling flaming liquid all over the place, are you? It's nice having that safety bonus built in to these tiny little, tiny, cheap, light pocket stoves. Cool. Let's get another bit of this cut, see if we can squeeze it in, and I'll run that test again just to see. That's shrunk a tiny bit. Okay. It's now got 3 pieces of that in. The tin is about 15 mil, just over 15 mil. Okay, it's burning. Alright, I'm not going to film the whole 14 minutes or so, whatever it'll burn for, so I'll come back in a bit. So we're at 9 minutes 23. The best of the flame is now gone, but it's still burning away okay. It would still be warming your water up if you had your little pot stand and pot on there. These are obviously better with a windshield around them. And that doesn't look to me like it's going to get to 14 minutes. So maybe better without the extra piece in. Yeah, that's going to be gone soon, I think. I suppose having more of the felt in there means there's less space for the meths. So, you know, yeah. I mean, it's still just going 11.5 minutes, but that's any second now it's gone. Useful heat's pretty much finished. Ah, is that done? 12 minutes 48 and we're done. So yeah, it didn't burn for quite as long. The stove rope was mega cheap. Didn't burn for quite as long as the felt with only 2 pieces in, but yeah, there's not much in it. So yeah, just wanted to have a look at the burn times. Obviously we'll be affected by the weather, temperature and wind and everything. But yeah, there you go.